Life is war, bro. Seriously, think about it. It is a series of battles. You're gonna have some big victories, some amazing wins, but you're also gonna suffer some crushing defeats and losses. And along the way, you're going to experience an insane amount of pain. Speaking of war, I'm about to go to war with the pre-workout right here, bro. This is the top secret pre. Launch date being announced very soon. So I want you to picture this. When something bad happens to you in life, it is like you're in the heat of battle and you get hit by an arrow from an enemy archer. It's painful, it hurts, but usually if it's just one arrow, it's not gonna kill you unless it's a lethal blow. You're still gonna be able to stay in battle and keep fighting, although you're gonna be a little bit less effective. You're gonna be a little slower, right? However, you could step out of battle for a minute, go see the medic, have him remove the arrow, dress it up. There's gonna be a little recovery time, but then you can come back in 100%. But if you don't do that, a lot of times you're gonna get hit by a second arrow and a third arrow. And what happens is you keep moving slower and slower. You're in more and more pain. But now the thought of going to see the medic, it seems obnoxious because now you're gonna have a long period of recovery. So what's an example of an arrow? Well, when my first girlfriend broke up with me, that was painful. That was an arrow to the heart. Earlier this year, I told y'all I invested a bunch of money at the top of the stock market and my portfolio is now down like 200K. That's an arrow. I'm beating myself up about that. Maybe you had a verbally abusive parent growing up. You got hit by an arrow early on, man. You know, maybe you had this amazing job opportunity lined up and at the last minute they chose someone else instead of you. That hurts. That's an arrow you're gonna carry with you. Or maybe you got cheated on and you've been carrying this arrow around, not able to trust anyone else. You know, an arrow can be something bad someone else did to you or something you did to yourself that you deeply regret. And I realize this is what separates the top 20% of guys, the true warriors in life who are crushing it with money, women, and just overall happiness, is that they understand they're not gonna win the battle with 4 or 5 arrows inside of them. So yeah, maybe they take an arrow in battle and they leave it in there for a little bit, but they don't hold on to it forever. They know when it's time to go see the medic, take it out and recover. The problem is most people don't even realize they've been hit by multiple arrows. For most of my life, I probably had 4 or 5 serious arrows in me that I was trying to ignore. But what happened? I was out on the battlefield, unable to move forward, in pain. There was no way I was gonna win any battle. Like I was basically just sitting in a ditch on the battlefield, surviving, waiting to die. Like I just went to battle for these gains, bro. Workout complete. You know something else that's worth going to battle for is your personal finance. And that's why I want to give a big thank you to Truebill for sponsoring today's video. Check it out. Truebill is an all-in-one personal finance app that helps you reduce your monthly spending so that you can save more of your hard-earned money and be better prepared when it's time to make a big investment, whether that means a new house, a new car, or we got a potential recession around the corner and there could be some amazing investment opportunities if you have the cash on hand. Personally, my favorite feature is how it automatically identifies recurring charges and then allows you to cancel unwanted subscriptions with just a tap. Another cool feature is that it can actually help you lower your bills. All you have to do is upload a quick photo and then Truebill can negotiate the bill for you. Doesn't matter if it's an internet service bill, a cell phone bill, or a cable bill. It also monitors your credit score and actually gives you key insights on how you can improve that number. To try Truebill out completely free and unlock more features with premium, you can go to truebill.com/beast or click that first link in description to get started now. It is time to take your personal finances to the next level. Ready? I want to tell y'all the story of one of the biggest arrows that ever hit me, because this is something that paralyzed me and stayed with me for years. So growing up, the thing that I was most proud of was my basketball career. Like I straight dominated youth basketball, middle school travel basketball, and then freshman year of high school, the coach, I swear he just didn't like me, or looking back, maybe I didn't make a good first impression of him because I was relegated to like the bottom spot on the team. My friends called me or joked around I was 15 because I was on the 3rd string and I was the 5, the center, which doesn't make any sense. I'm not like a tall person, but 3 times 5 is 15. They would joke about it and it would kill me inside. And I was pissed. I honestly hated the coach, and I truly felt I was at least top 3 players on the team. But it didn't matter because I wasn't gonna play at time, and then when I did get playing time, I was so nervous that I wasn't gonna take advantage of it, and I was gonna mess up that I played like a robot. I could barely pass the ball or dribble the ball. And then this bled into like every other area of my life because I had always been proud of my basketball skills. And now, as my friends were starting to meet girls and date girls, I didn't feel like I was worthy of meeting girls in high school. I didn't think they were gonna like me because I felt like a loser because I was third string. And even though in my AAU career outside of school, I was able to have that confidence and dominate and play up to my potential, in school, through high school and through college, I just felt like a failure. So the big question is, how do we get rid of these arrows? And it's very challenging because oftentimes we're not even aware that we have these arrows inside of us. You know, we cover up our wounds and we tell people, no, I'm all good, there's nothing wrong with me, I can keep going. And we tell ourselves that same story because we truly want to believe there's nothing wrong with us, right? And the first thing I did was to ask myself, what are some things from my past that I'm ashamed of and I've been hiding from other people? And another good thing to ask yourself is, what is a time in the past where my confidence truly tanked? And these are things that you might have to sit there for a while without your smartphone around and just really think about. And when I really thought about that, I knew that that moment on freshman basketball where I was benched, like that was the turning point when I went from a confident young man to someone who had very low self-esteem. And once you're aware of these arrows, I found the most effective way to get rid of them is to share these things with someone who you trust. I remember I was living in Spain. Me and the homie Dave were living together. My brother was in Spain. And I sat down with them each one by one and started telling them about these different events and how they affected my life. And it started to relieve this shame because now other people knew about it. There was nothing for me to hide anymore. And also, as I was talking about it, it forced me to put these things into words, these things that I'd been ignoring and trying to forget as hard as I could. And that made them real all of a sudden. Like, yes, these things happened to me and they weren't ideal, but now I was actually processing the events that happened and explaining to myself and to my friends how they negatively impacted me. And I know it's a simple thing, but I immediately felt like this huge weight was lifted off of my back. The arrows came out. I started to move forward more quickly. I was a stronger, a more effective warrior in life. Well, speaking of getting hit by arrows, I was just backing the car up when I had the drone, and I thought I was in forward, but it was in reverse, and I nailed the rear bumper here. I think I'm gonna have to get the rear bumper replaced. Man, small arrow. I'll have to let it go. Also here with the homie.
What up? I think I messed my back up a little bit on that reversal.
Get out of here,
gonna have to file a lawsuit too. We'll see.
Chin chin. It's like a hazy IPA. My favorite type of Gainer shake. And pizza. This place is called Pine House Pizza, so it's like beers, pints, and pizza. We got pepperoni, jalapeno sausage, chicken, green onions, red peppers. Solid 9 out of 10 in my book.
9 all day.
So we're about to go see the new Thor movie. What's your projection out of 10?
7.5.
I'm gonna say 8.3.
What's it been like, 3-4 years?
8 years, 7 months and 6 days, give or take.
The only ones who gods care about is themselves.
Thor movie review. What do you got?
Just about a 7.5 like I predicted. I almost fell asleep.
I give it an 8.5. It was classic. I'm pretty sure Christian Bale was the villain, which I had no idea. I didn't see the trailer.
I thought there was gonna be more of the Guardians of the Galaxy in there. I was kind of confused.
Dave thought Rihanna was in it. I was like, oh, it's Christian Bale. He said, oh, it's Rihanna. I was like,
I thought I heard Rihanna being in it, and then, yeah, I just get confused. I don't know what to say.
Anyway, I hope that y'all enjoyed the video. If you made it to the end, smash that thumbs up button. Seriously, it helps out the channel. If you're new, go ahead, click subscribe, and turn notifications on, because I drop 2 new videos every single week, and you don't want to miss them. I will talk to all of y'all in the next video. Stay beastly.